Hey there, my sister, my friend. Welcome to the Dr. Tanya B podcast with me, Dr. Tanya B. I am here to help you be your best, most authentic self, your life, your way. We're going to talk everything self-care, self-love, mindset, and personal growth with a splash of hippie woo. I am proud of you for giving yourself this time today, so let's not waste time and let's dig in. Sister, as I was working on this episode, I was also wrapping up the interviews from the summit that I recently released, the Empower Her Self-Care Summit. There were 12 really incredible women who were all serving others in order for those people to feel better, to be better, to do better. But what I'm finding is that I am overwhelmed with a lot of emotions. The first of which is love. Love for all of the women who participated in the process. They really are extraordinary and they're sharing so much light with the world. And love for more than the 100 people who chose to participate in this summit, which probably is what brings me to another feeling, and that is sadness. The sadness that comes from the simple realization that there is a reason why this work is so important. And it is because we are living in a world that is not all rainbows and butterflies. So many of us are actively working through past traumas. We are living in situations that are less than ideal, or we just don't understand why we aren't happy and really, really just want to find that elusive feeling of joy or happiness. If any of that resonates with you, the summit is still open. It is completely free. The experts, the 12 that I was talking about, are sharing their time, their tools, their strategies, and they each have a free gift for you. You just need to listen, learn, and lean in. I will include the link for it in the notes. It is there for you. And then, of course, because this is how it always happens, the oracle card that I pulled for you for the month and my spiritual almanac line up exactly how I would expect it to. That means that we are going to spend the month of October focusing on letting go of old attachments and using your own inner strength to move forward. The almanac essentially says that as we enter fall, it is a time for letting go, for clearing out space, and for preparing for the quieter days of winter. There is a really beautiful quote that's included by L.J. Veneer, and it is, "Let go of the attachments and keep the lessons." So we're going to start with that, and then we'll come back to the oracle card. Letting go is not something that usually comes easily or naturally. We often hold on to relationships, to habits, even to beliefs. At one time, maybe those things brought us comfort or security, even when we recognized that they were no longer helpful. But what we know is that even if you want to find your happiness, if you want to thrive, you need to release those attachments in order to move forward. To do that, you'll have to take some time to reflect on what those relationships, the situations, the beliefs, the habits are that are holding you back. You need to get your head in the game. So maybe start with a walk or a meditation, whatever works for you. And then you need to ask yourself just that question or a couple more. And here are 4 that you can start with. So the first is, what relationships or situations are draining my energy? I'm going to repeat these twice because I want them to sink in, and then you can also pause this episode and reflect if you're ready to do that. So again, what relationships or situations are draining my energy? The second is, which beliefs or habits are not serving me in a positive way? Which beliefs or habits are not serving me in a positive way? The third question, what emotional baggage am I carrying that's weighing me down? What emotional baggage am I carrying that's weighing me down? And the fourth, what is holding me back from reaching my true potential? I want you to really put some effort into this one. Again, what is holding me back from reaching my true potential? Once you have identified what you need to release, remember, even the worst of situations carry some sort of lesson. So write down the experience, reflect on what you learned from it, express appreciation for the lesson, even if it sucked, and finally, visualize yourself releasing the pain associated with that experience. I just worked through this a couple of days ago. I knew that there was something that was bothering me. It was manifesting in a resentment towards a relative for no apparent reason. And this is something that has come and gone my entire life. I was struggling about talking about a new aspect of my work, which, by the way, is Reiki for dogs and is amazing. But anyways, I knew that there was something within me that I needed to address. So you know what I did? I worked with one of the amazing energy workers from the summit. We really easily identified what was the issue and even how old I was when I picked that emotion up. It turns out that it was a feeling of unworthiness. That feeling came from an interaction that I had with that loved one. I overheard her saying some things about me that just were not very nice. I was about 8 years old, and it had to do with me being incompetent and useless. Again, I was 8 years old, but I remember feeling terrible in the moment, and apparently I held on to that feeling. I was able to release it in one sitting. I was also able to take the lessons that came from that release and incorporate them into exactly what and who I want to be. That would be the inner strength that we're going to talk about next. But I want you to know that that felt amazing, and I love that that is what I get to do with my work, and I get to share that with all of you. So next we're going to tap into your inner strength. This is where the Oracle card comes in. The card that I pulled for you this month is called Rising Inner Strength. This is about not letting your pains, your hurts, your traumas turn into anything other than what you want them to be. I could have easily leaned into what I heard said about me and accepted that as my truth and just turned into that person because, again, I was 8 years old. But you all know me, and you know that that is not how that is going to go down. So instead, you get to decide that that is not your truth. You get to decide that no one decides for you. Your true power is not about authority. It is about rising from within, focusing on your light, your truth, your confidence, and your positive impact on the world. If you want to tap into this inner strength first, reflect and release, and then face it with resilience and grace. Practice daily affirmations, focus on activities that make you feel powerful and capable, surround yourself with people that are supportive and empowering. And then you get to lean in. Determine what you need for your happiness and be brave enough to communicate those needs to the people who need to hear it. Also, make sure that you are making these decisions based on your values and your happiness, and that you are not basing these decisions from a place of fear. And this is going to sound so cliche, but if you want to feel good about who you are and how you approach your life, including your relationships and your work, you need to love on yourself first. It starts with ease and grace and with caring for yourself unconditionally. It also includes taking care of your physical, emotional, and spiritual needs. And here's a caveat for you. If you have already started to make excuses about why that can't happen and how you don't have time to care for you, you need to restart this episode and listen again. Your foundation, your confidence, your joy have got to be in place before you can truly serve anyone or anything else. You need to find ways that resonate with you. It often comes in the form of quiet or even physical movement. So meditation, journaling, walking, biking. Sometimes it's loud, singing and dancing. Other times it's about connection, spending some time or a day with a partner or a good friend, or even by yourself. Use any of those things to get grounded, to nourish your mind and body, to actively participate in things that bring you genuine joy. You have to remember that everyone moves at their own pace. The journey is yours. Embrace it with patience and compassion, curiosity, and most certainly grace. And as you let go of the things that are no longer serving you, lean into your own strength, create space for new opportunities. You will find that your connections get deeper and that your connections get more meaningful. You will also find that you will gradually start showing up more authentically, and the world will love you for it. I need you to trust in yourself and your ability to move through this process. You are stronger than you give yourself credit for. You are worthy of all of the love and the care that you can give yourself. I will also add that there are so many modalities and healers that can help you navigate this process. Whether you work with me or one of the wonderful women from the summit, there is help here and ready for you. You won't be sorry. Your family, your career, your community will all benefit from you being your best self. They deserve it. My friend, you deserve it. For some extra support, check out the meditation for this month. It is in the previous episode. I'll put the link in the notes. How about an affirmation? Here you go. I am right where I need to be. I let go of the past with ease and create space for new beginnings. Again, I am right where I need to be. I let go of the past with ease to create space for new beginnings. An essential oil that you could use is Melissa or lemon balm. It can be used to promote intuition, emotional healing. You can relieve stress and anxiety, or just clear your mind. The crystal that you can use is Amethyst. That is a crystal that helps you to clear your mind and let go of emotional baggage. You can hold it during meditation. You can keep it in your pocket, or you can just keep it near you. You know what else you can do? You can work with me, either through one-on-one coaching or some energy work. I am here for you. The link to connect with me is in the notes. So, friends, reach out if you have any questions or if you just want to get connected. I love you.